what Max said in his constructive, he said that sexuality should not play a role in the military, but in this day and age, society has moved closer to the military, and the military has become a place where civilians do interact with each other. So if you say that sexual preference doesn't mix with the military, then why is there a need to keep DADT in the first place? You're just, we should just repeal it, now, immediately, so that we can just get rid of it, and so that there won't be discrimination on sexual orientation. And in Alexa's constructive, she said that repealing DADT in the midst of war would hurt the military. But this is only an excuse, because when is the United States not in a war or conflict of some kind? Just last Tuesday morning, we all saw that North Korea attacked South Korea, where 2 soldiers were killed and many more were injured. And Obama had to act quickly, even though the conflict was on the other side of the globe. And soon we'll be getting ourselves into yet another military clash. It is far better to repeal the policy now than later, because no matter what, the United States military will be engaged in some kind of conflict. And also, by taking earlier action and repeating immediately, rather than waiting for a good time to repeal gradually, more soldiers will be recruited into the currently strained military, increasing readiness. And what Alexa said about how the military is currently really overstretched because we're in time of war, but if we repeal it now, then more soldiers, like the homosexual soldiers, will be going into the military, which will increase the numbers in the military. Also, Alexa said that repeal will undermine unit cohesion and basic training, but the U.S. must recruit and retain the greatest number of the best and brightest, especially while we are fighting a war in the Middle East. And that's what I said in my constructive, that they fired 13,000 or so soldiers who were Arabic linguists and fighter pilots and really good soldiers, but were discharged simply because they were gay. These 13,000 people and more that were discharged in other years are necessary to the military because, as Alexa said, the military is under strain. And okay. America has hit a time where it is only right to repeal the 16-year-old Don't Ask, Don't Tell policy. Allie and I have provided numerous reasons as to why the ban must be repealed. First, the United States should follow the examples of our allies like Australia, Great Britain, and Canada to allow open service. Secondly, the repeal would increase military readiness. And finally, equality would finally be in the military for all. California Senator Barbara Boxer says it best. As we look at our nation, what we realize is our nation always moves towards equality. That's been our history. We've got to move toward equality, or we lose the essence of our nation. And this road is about moving toward equality. By immediately repealing Don't Ask, Don't Tell, the ban will be lifted